What is up, YouTube? This is the Real Hayden here, back with another movie review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at 2016's Doctor Strange. Now, I remember when this movie first came out. This came out my junior year of high school, and I remember my cousin actually seen this before I did. I knew when it came out. I wasn't too interested in it at the time because I was like, okay, Marvel's just throwing all these random characters that I don't know much about out here. And he went to see it. So I was like, you know what? I'll check it out. I like the MCU anyway. I went and seen the Hulk or the Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2008 in theaters. So I watched it. I didn't watch it in theaters. I watched it, I think, on my school laptop, and I really enjoyed this movie. And I rewatched it for the second time again the other night in 2025, almost 9 years after I first watched it, and it was honestly good. I think I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. The movie basically is about a character named Dr. Stephen Strange. He's a doctor. He has a good life going for him. He has a love interest at his job. And basically, he gets into a deadly car crash and he's got to go seek a cure. So he goes to this mysterious place called Kamartaj. If I pronounced that correctly, if I didn't, I'm sorry. And he basically gets trained. He basically gets trained and tries to learn all these spells and everything. And it's a very entertaining movie. Like there's some parts that drag a little bit, but this movie was very entertaining. Went back and watched it, and it honestly did not disappoint. I laughed so hard. I remember specifically the scene at the end whenever he's talking to can't remember the guy's name. He's a god or whatever, but he is talking to him. And he's like, "I've come to bargain," and this guy's basically trying to wipe out humanity as we know it. And he basically does this trick where he keeps rewinding every time the guy kills him. He keeps going, "I've come to bargain." And then the god will just kill him, and then he'll respawn and be like, "I've come to bargain." And then he realizes, he's like, "Well, what is going on? Like, what type of simulation or whatever is this?" And he tells him that he's just going to do this forever and ever, rewinding until he decides not to wipe out the human race. This was honestly hilarious. I enjoyed every second of this movie. And wow, that they casted a great character. What is the actor's name again? He's also in Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm stupid. They'll tell it on the front. Benedict Cumberbatch. Is that his name? Yeah, kind of a weird, odd name, but he nails it. And I was shocked by his age. I thought he was going to be like 56 or something. This dude's only 49, and this movie came out 9 years ago. That's crazy. So he was like 40 when this movie came out, and he did a great job. And honestly, I haven't seen the 2023 Doctor Strange yet. I've been caught up in life and all that. I've been catching up on the MCU movies, but I can't just start where I left off. The last MCU movie I watched was Homecoming. I did see I'm talking about in order. I did see No Way Home. I seen Far From Home, stuff like that. And I seen Homecoming, but I did not see anything past Doctor Strange actually. And I watched the first 2 MCU movies in theaters. I watched the Avengers, all that stuff, and I just missed out. It's just I got busy. The movie started coming out when I graduated high school, got my license, partied for a couple years, then ended up getting married, having kids. You know what I mean? So now I'm trying to catch up on all of them, and my wife never saw them, so I had to rewatch the ones I've already seen with her. And it's been a fun time, man. I love Doctor Strange. We finished Doctor Strange. The next up is Guardians 2, which I've actually never seen. After Guardians 2 is Spider-Man Homecoming, which me and my wife have both already seen. So we could skip that and go right on to Thor Ragnarok. I remember when Thor Ragnarok first came out, but I never seen it. Because my thing is, I will not watch a movie unless I have seen all the movies leading up to that movie. So for the last 7 years, I have managed to avoid spoilers for Avengers Infinity War, and I might make a video about that. I know a couple people died. I don't know exactly what happened, but every time I see a video for the last 7 years since 2018, I just scroll right past it. But Doctor Strange is a very good movie. Who's the one character, the Asian dude that's helping train him? I can't remember his name. He was entertaining, and then you had the black guy. He was pretty entertaining, who also was training him. The girl Rachel McAdams, she plays in Mean Girls. I recognized her almost instantly. Very distinct. Um, just a very fun movie. I wish we could have gotten a little bit more of like the scenes of when he was a doctor. I found that to be very entertaining for the most part. his character, like, it was something that shocked me when I first watched it. I thought it was going to be a boring movie when in 2016 or late 2016 when I first watched it, and it was very, very entertaining. Like, I love Doctor Strange, man. Doctor Strange is a very good movie. I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. Some people gave it like 3, and I don't understand why. I thought it was pretty good, honestly. This is the Blu-ray right here. I picked this up. I don't remember how much I paid for it. I think I got it from McKay's, but it's got the DVD with it. If you want to check that out. But yeah, Doctor Strange, man. I rewatched this and it was pretty good, honestly. There was a couple scenes that dragged in the middle, like um there was that one dude who what was his name? Man, I need to memorize these characters' names better. He was one of the villains that he was fighting, the one that he locked up in that trap, like towards the middle of the movie. That guy got on my nerves. I did not like his character at all. He was a trash villain. I'm sorry, whoever that guy was. He sucked. And I hate to say it, I just was not a fan of his character. I just thought he was boring. I hated every time he was on screen. The bald lady, was she the one who played in Chronicles of Narnia from 2005? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I think that was her. But she played the witch, I believe, in that movie. But she's bald in this movie. She kind of got on my nerves a little bit. There's a scene where they actually end up killing her off, which is pretty wild. Um, no, that they did that. They had to have some sort of shock value in there, even though it's an MCU movie. Which this movie was pretty violent for what is this, a PG-13? Yeah, PG-13. Like there was a couple scenes where they straight up just off somebody in this movie. Like I was like, damn, just like that. But yeah, this was fun, man. Like the scenes where he was in, what was it? The training facility. Like he's basically just battling like unseen dark forces in the movie, and it was entertaining. It really was. This movie, I think I gave it 4 stars, which is equivalent. I'd probably set this movie at like 8 out of 10 for me. I feel like that's where I'm pretty much where I'm setting on this one. It was not as quite as good as I remembered it being, but it was still very, very, very solid. Like it's one of the more solid. This might be in my top. This would definitely be in my top 10 MCU movies for sure. Doctor Strange is a very, very solid entry in the MCU franchise for sure. And I'll definitely watch it again. Like it was a fun movie. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I forgot to cover. Like there's a lot that goes on in this movie. Like, but it does have some comedic elements to it here and there. They're pretty funny. You'll catch yourself laughing and everything. And I like his power. I liked him in No Way Home too. I think it's pretty cool how he brought back Toby and Andrew Garfield. I marked out for that scene. I'm not even gonna lie. That was pretty dope when he brought them back, and he was the perfect character to do it too. They gave him something to do, and it worked. But Doctor Strange, 2016 movie. This came out my junior year of high school. I think towards the end of the first semester because it came out in November. I probably viewed it sometime in November or December. I just miss the vibes, man. It just brings me back to a good time in my life. Like the vibes of this movie just hit every time. I recommend you guys check this out if you haven't seen it. Probably most people have seen this movie by now, Doctor Strange, but it's a solid watch, man. Go check out Doctor Strange because it really is good. But I give Doctor Strange an 8 out of 10, guys. Make sure you tune in. I did get a tripod, by the way. I got my fancy little mic now. But make sure you guys check out Doctor Strange. It was good. It had a solid cast too. It had a pretty good. I think the dude's name was Benedict Wong, the Asian dude. He was pretty funny. They made him pretty funny. But yeah, I got to see the sequel too in 2023 because I haven't seen that one. And I got to catch up, man. So that's what I'm gonna do. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Peace.